Triston was, the only way to describe him was one of my only greatest accomplishment in life was having my son. He was fun-loving. He loved the game of football. He loved his family. He loved his friends. He was a good kid, and yeah, amazing kid.
And how do you want him to be remembered?
I want him to be remembered as a dedicated, hard-working individual that wanted so much out of life. I remember when he was a little boy and we're driving home from school and he's telling me, he said, "Mom, I'm going to be in the NFL, you know." I'm like, "Buddy, that's a really good dream." He's like, "No, that's not a dream. I'm going to be in the NFL." I'm like, you know, so he had that drive, that work ethic. He'd go to the gym, spend hours in the gym. Football was his life. It really was. A couple of years ago, playing for Citadel, he had to have ACL surgery, towards ACL. He had surgery, recuperated for a year, came back, and you know, some kids would have been like, "Oh no, I blew my knee, I'm not playing football anymore." But not Triston, that was the love of his life, was football. Yeah.
And you issued a challenge to his killer.
I did. So my thing is, anybody that knew Triston, he was well-liked, well-loved. He had tons of friends. He was just a good kid with a good heart. So if you could do what you did to him, then I would appreciate it if you would knock on my door and tell me why. It may sound crazy, but you are dead inside. You have no soul, because be it my son or anybody else's, nobody on this earth has a right to take another person's life. He's 19. What could he have done that was that bad that he earned being killed like that? There's no, it doesn't make sense. So my thing is, turn yourself in. I'd like to see you go to jail for the rest of your life. I don't want any form of retaliation. I want people to remember Triston for the 19 years and the person he was prior to that day. I don't give that day any power. That day has no power in Triston's life or mine. He was ripped from this world in a terrible way, but you can't let that define him. I don't want that to define him. No.
And you've already forgiven him.
I forgive the killer, because I am a Christian and I believe in God, and I can't pray and ask God to forgive me without me forgiving him. Forgiving is not condoning, and people mix that up. They think that if you forgive somebody of something that you've condoned, I in no way, shape, or form condone what he did, agree what he did, will ever forget or recover from what he did. But what I'm saying is this: I am not allowing what you did to me to have any power over me anymore. I'm giving it back to you. You've got to carry that crutch. You took a beautiful young man from my only child. My only child, you ripped him from me. So you have to live with that. I don't have to live with that. I get to live with the memories, the good times. You have to live with that. Yeah.
And you also issued a challenge to his friends.
And I did. All his friends, and he had many, all his friends that he played football with, all the kids he went to school with, you guys are in pain as I am in pain. I do not want you to take that anger and lash out in any way, shape, or form. With social media out there today, whoever knows, you know. And I'm sure there are people in his circle that know what happened. I may never know what happened, but what I don't want is another mother standing over their child in the QE2 hospital. I don't want that anymore. I don't want our black men, young men, need to latch on to Triston's work ethic, his dream setting, his goal setting. Latch on to that, hold on to that, and do that. Don't go out there and retaliate in any way, shape, or form, because if you do, you can't, I want nothing to do with you. That's not what Triston would want, and that's not what I want. I want to see in 3 years, 4 years, 2 years, 6 months, you knock on my door and you tell me, "Aunt Dale, this is what I'm doing. I'm enrolled in this program. I'm doing this, I'm doing that." I want to see you take the memory of Triston's work ethic, because when he got on that football field, you knew he came to win, and he had his mind set on winning that game, and that was it. So I want you guys set on your dreams and your goals and reach them, because he had an amazing amount of friends. Like his friends, the kids he played football with, like Triston started playing football 9, 10 years old. And he's 19. So for 10 years you had 60 boys every year that were your buddies. So there's a lot of kids that know Triston. And I want them to go out there and do great things. Become the next mayor of the city, become the next doctor, lawyer, whatever. And you need to know that you can do whatever you put your mind to. That's what Triston will want, that's what I want. I don't want any more gunfight. I don't want any more children dying. I don't want any more of that. Mm-mm.
What do you want to say to the community?
To the family and the friends and the community, I want to thank you for everything. I have never had such kindness, giving, and compassion in my life, and it is deeply appreciated. My family appreciates it. I appreciate it, and I thank everybody for everything. The cards, the calls, the texts. It's appreciated, and it's what's getting me through. Yeah, for sure.